that current budget estimate is $12 million. So we're going to be doing a lot of value engineering, trying to bring that down to $6. So a lot of that was driven by the CT and the CT scanner and the construction requirements around that. I can send you, I just got the detailed estimate the other day, so 2 days ago.
We designated ARPA funds for that, didn't we?
I thought so. I thought that the CT and the low
We
dox
designated
X-ray.
$1.5 million, $2 million.
Did we?
I thought
Okay.
That's
that
what I recall.
yeah, the low dox and the CT was about 1.7 something.
I want to say we did $1.5 million.
Well, that would help. I'll give you 1 second here.
Where were those ARPA funds transferred?
They're being probably just held.
Andy, would you have that information?
I would have to look it up. One moment.
Even if there's 2 million in ARPA funds to cover the equipment, we're still 4 million off.
Give me a moment. I'm looking for that estimate.
What fund do you think you allocate ARPA to?
I don't think we ever removed it.
I'm showing the CT scanner cost $175,000, the X-ray at $90,000. They don't have the construction cost. I'm gonna have to find, it's gonna take me a few minutes longer than we have here. I can send this to you and break it out, but we're probably 350 to 400,000 on the installation of just that stuff because of the lead-lined walls, specialty products it takes to install a CT and that full body X-ray. So, but understand that's the initial raw. We have not value engineered anything. I know that the architect is already on changing the roof from a metal deck to like a composite shingle, which could save $500,000 just by itself. So we're already looking at that. See what happens. I think we have our first meeting scheduled next week. So with the entire team. So
If you'll let me know the time on that.
So to get back to the budget itself though, so in the fund, well, that's $6,603,138.57. And I know that we did talk about having some backup if it was more than that, whether that was economic development or REIT. So if we, use that as a backup for that, depending on where we end up value engineering, if we can get that down to 7 or 8 million, maybe at the very top 9 million. have to discuss that as we continue and possibly do a budget extension for that out of one of those funds. Any question on the budget though, and the bond amount that we have in there and what we're carrying over from 2025? Okay.
There was money for corners from ARPA,
Okay.
over $1 million.
So if we could find that and get that added to this, that would help a lot. Get that allocated to the new fund, so which was.
I think we transferred it in 2024, in May of 2024, to,
Was that the $1 million that was given to us last year? I didn't know that that was ARPA. I thought it was just
So with that, some of the funds we use for
purchase of land.
property.
Yeah. Well, and it wasn't just that, it was also the surveying and appraisals of the school district property that didn't go through, appraisal, surveying of this property, plus the purchase of the land, so there were some expenses.
That include that payment that we have to, does that include?
That does not include that, so.
That would be not out of ARPA funds.
The coroner ARPA has not been transferred yet. I'm still waiting for Mandy to do that transfer.
Carrie, do you know how much that was exactly?
Let me look real quick.
We forgot about the ARPA funds. It's a small position.
what's the balance?
It is $1,475,659.92.
Will you repeat that, please?
$1,475,659.92.
Thank you.
Which would give us, if we transfer that into the new, expected new fund, mortgage bond 200 level, which is our next budget meeting, that would give it a fund balance of $8,078,798.49. Getting closer.
Was economic enhancement used to purchase the corner ground?
No, we used what was budgeted, allocated in our capital budget last year, so it was just REIT. I believe. Was it REIT? Was it a one?
I'm sorry, I missed something.
Oh, do you, well, you know, you haven't done a mortgage expense sheet like we have on the jail.
No.
levels.
No.
I don't remember how we expensed the purchase of the land, if that was a 126 or a 132. I'd have to look that up, but it wasn't economic enhancement, I don't believe, so.
I can't remember.
And then the last bullet point for my last 4 minutes, the expected new fund, mortgage bond 200 level. Mandy, is that you?
It hasn't been created yet, but that'll be used to make the bond payment for
Okay.
more, yes.
Okay, okay. So that's what that is. Any questions at all for me on the jail construction capital replacement or the morgue construction fund?
I don't have any, I think we pretty much went over all that.
I apologize again for launching into it earlier when it wasn't my turn. Sorry, Sheriff Green.
Oopsie.
I was just excited.
I might be able to tell you about that movie property.
So I'm gonna forward this email from Lighted Construction to the 3 commissioners that you realize this is baseline wrong. We have a lot of work to do.
Changes made to this, I see.
But it'll give you an idea of what we go through, and we did this on the jail as well. There's, when you see the spreadsheet, I think you'll be surprised at how much work goes into it.
Very detailed.
Yeah.
It was a 133 fund. Economic enhancement.
So it was economic enhancement, I apologize.
Tom, does that 12 million that they're talking about include the CT?
That's complete, yeah, so they have to.
That's equipment and everything.
Yeah, they have to give us a guaranteed maximum that they have to stay below, like they did on the jail. And then, so they're going to err on the side of caution. But again, this is on initial design. We're not, you know, first blush, first rough, kind of the wish list of everything, right? So, and then some things to remember on that. You know, our original 6 million was based on you not being regional morgue, not having 2 more offices that we weren't aware of at the time. You remember, you were still going through accreditation. And it was combined with the hospital where you were sharing services, and now you're self-contained and not sharing services, so we have to pay for those services.
Yeah,
So there are a lot of changes that have caused this to cost more. But we can still work to get that down quite a bit, because it is completely different than what we were originally planning on.
All right.
That's all I've got. It's 11 o'clock.
Ready again, Joe?
Yep.
Well, Craig, sorry, you're back at 1.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
only 2 more hours.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Unfortunately, I've got
Should've,
plenty
had
to
you
do.
go now.
Get a long lunch.
Real long.
Good job, Craig. Thanks for softening them up.
Thanks.
Again. If you're looking for something to do for a couple hours.
See ya.
You're too good for that chair.
Want to hurt.
There's the sheriff.
For this budget? Or is it the same one you sent earlier?
Same one. And so I think they're gonna start with salaries for sheriffs, but up to you guys.
Yep, that works.
This doesn't matter. Hide this beautiful longevity calculator someone made for you.
No, it's fantastic. So currently, it shows that we're at 4 vacancies. We have 3 we have 3 conditional offers that are out there. The one at the bottom, James Mitchell, he's going to be sworn in this Thursday. But we have 3 other conditionals that are out there. So we're looking for 1 more deputy if anybody wants to throw in their application. For deputy.
Deputy data.
Yeah, interested, Gina?
I already applied.
Oh. Did you fill out a county application? Good. Oh, perfect. Does the board have any questions about salary? I did the exact same thing on the sheriff's side as I did for the jail side. We are not asking for any additional personnel on the sheriff's side.
The vacant positions, are these planned to be filled by June?
Gosh, I hope so.
I would hope so, but really we're kind of at the mercy of our backgrounds, and because we have a process how we do it through backgrounds, and then we go to psychological and medical. Knock on wood, we've been very fortunate on the sheriff's side as far as deputies. We don't have quite as many applicants that get washed for deputy side as we do on the correction side. I feel pretty confident in the ones that we have that are out there right now that will probably be very, very, I wouldn't be surprised if we're full by the end of the year. We have a couple of really good applicants that are coming up for interviews. The Corps has done a fantastic job of getting those things over to us so that we can get those interviews scheduled. And I've personally spoken to a couple of the people on the phone, and we have some great candidates that are coming up. So I'm hopeful that we will have all of our positions full by the end of the year.
So I'm assuming the deputy 2, deputy 3 will be in-house elevations, so probably filled way sooner.
Potentially, yeah. I have it in there as deputy 1s and deputy 2 and 1 deputy 3, based off of the laterals that we have on the conditional right now. I do anticipate that we are going to probably have 1 entry-level deputy, possibly 2.
So their total proposed budget for 2026 for sheriffs is 8.2 million. In comparison to last year, which was 8.1 million. Excluding the retros, which was a separate line item of 400,000. So it is technically less overall. Associated benefits for those salaries is about 3.1 million. Which is likely high considering the vacant positions are not likely to be filled for the full year. If there aren't any questions about salaries, you can move forward with your other expense types, starting with uniform and clothing, which is the same exact as proposed last year.
Yes. Where are we here?
Just want to make sure that I heard you say there are no new positions being requested.
On the sheriff's side, yeah, on the sheriff's side, none. The addition of the new jail really, it doesn't require our patrol staff or the rest of it that the sheriff's side of it still kind of operates in the same realm. Whereas with the new jail, to make it operational, we just needed additional personnel because of the new posts that are going to be there. Again, on the sheriff's side, I was very purposeful when I went through here, keeping in mind everything that has been going on in financially across the state, across the nation. I was very purposeful in how I calculated up some of these numbers, not to get too exorbitant. One of the things that I did add in here under our professional services is we're hoping to get into a contract with Columbia Dive and Rescue. We know that we've used them quite a few times in the last few years, and they're going to start charging us per incident if they have to come out and do things. Chief Sainsbury contacted them along with the sheriff, and we determined that if we were to enter into a contract with them, which amounts to right around $7,500 per year, we would pay more than that if they came out and did 2 dives for us. So I'm hoping to get that as part of the professional services where we can just enter into a contract with them through professional services.
Question and go back to something in the jail.
Yeah.
So when the architect designed the corrections officer's break area, the big kitchen area, he didn't plan it with like ovens and stoves. He planned it more to be like a pop locker, to have a vendor come in with a machine that was going to be regularly stocked. Have you guys thought about doing an RFP to select a vendor to keep that stock? Has that discussion been had with corrections on how they'll outfit that break area? Because it wasn't set up to be like a full-on
Kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not, honestly. I don't even have a reason why. I haven't with all the other things on the.
Yeah, that might be something you think about. There's vendors here, and then they keep them fresh. So they got sandwiches.
So like a courthouse, how the courthouse does it.
Yeah, except they're better vendors.
Okay, there's other vendors other than the ones that we currently have
Yeah.
within the courthouse over here.
Yeah, because this is just pop, and not one, but just something to think about.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. Little snack ideas to put into a machine.
Snacks.
Your office is still going to be here though, Mandy.
Oh, damn it.
They are looking for deputies.
The application process is easy. It didn't take me long enough.
Right on. We are talking about putting the snack machine in. Does the board have any questions on the expenses?
No, I don't have any questions on it right now.
Total sheriff expenses, including salaries, is projected to be almost $17.5 million.
And the Live Nation contract covers that overtime?
Yes, so it's a reimbursable if you look over to revenue. It's kind of a wash.
Is that the only reimbursable contract we have now with Soap Lake gone?
With Soap Lake gone, Live Nation's the only one that I'm aware of. Can you think of any other ones, Joe?
I can't, no. It's not one I can think of.
Cooley.
No. We don't have a contract with any outside cities right now.
Wilson Creek, Mattawa.
No, Wilson Creek is ours. Mattawa has their own PD up and running pretty strong.
Wharton has their new chief, so we're not interim chief for them anymore. So as far as all the municipal agencies go, I think they're all covered now.
Okay.
Do you have any questions, Rob?
Catching me at a weak point.
It's about a 4% increase from 2025's budget.
So 2020, oh, I'm sorry, never mind.
2025, 2024 actuals for the Live Nation are much different than the budgeted amount. Is there a reason you don't want to decrease that?
So I believe that the actuals are probably off, especially for 2025, because we don't know what those are.
Yeah, why is the actuals from 2024 731 also?
Rob, which one are you talking about? I'm sorry.
Live Nation
But the actuals for
expense or revenue?
24 column is,
for, you're under
Why?
expense, right, Rob?
yeah. Shouldn't that be an end of the year actual number?
At the time that this was created for 2025's budget, it was a half year.
For 2024?
For 2025.
Yeah, 2024 is showing me 731.
Yeah, the expenses, we created this for 2025 in August of 2024.
I'm not even seeing what Rob's saying. I'm not
This
seeing
column I-
734.
Column.
Yeah, he's seeing 734,000.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Are you on the
Um,
revenue side, Rob, or are you on
I'm
the,
on the expense side, I was just trying to,
Line 92, Rob?
yeah, I'm on there.
Okay, I just see a different amount
you see 734?
for 2024.
so I see 233,000 for 2024 actuals for Live Nation.
Right.
As of the 1st of August.
Yeah, that's what I
Well,
was,
sometime in August, yeah.
yeah, I was wondering why that.
Well, it might have been
Why
September,
are we not looking at the 24 total actuals though for budgeting for 26
because this spreadsheet was just
actuals?
used in lieu of anything else. It wasn't the,
So what number are we basing our decisions on?
So I budgeted the decision to budget for 500,000 based off of last year's 500,000 that was budgeted, not knowing, we don't have an accurate up-to-date what we're currently at. Because at the time that I created this spreadsheet, we were only up to the end of June for the sheets that have been put out.
This one shows the end of May. Oh, wait, I was on the wrong tab. I apologize.
That's okay.
Yeah. And a lot of the reimbursement stuff didn't come in yet for Live Nation. So the billing, as far as that went, didn't go out yet.
Are you keeping track of that? Like you have an idea of what will be coming in from Live Nation this year, being a down year?
Yeah, we have all that reimbursement. Donna's got all that from Live Nation. Yeah, we have all that.
Josh Sainsbury, who's our chief, who's currently overseeing the Live Nation side of it, he anticipates that 2026 is going to be a larger concert season for Live Nation. 2025 was kind of an anomaly in that they only had, I think, 8 concerts this year.
Yeah, it was pretty light.
Yeah, we had 18 and 24, and I think there was 9 last year. They're expecting it to go back up to the 2024 numbers.
why did this not?
That begs the question, I apologize, if your actuals in 2024 were 233 and they had 18.
They weren't. This 2024 is July 31st,
Oh,
so
I'm sorry.
2024 numbers though.
We still have a ton of billing need to be done on that.
Well, that's 2024, Joe, not
Correct.
2025. You should
Right.
have no billing for 2024 left.
No,
No.
no,
As
we
of,
wouldn't.
you
This
wouldn't,
spreadsheet 24 should be accurate to the 24 year.
but what I'm showing is the actuals of the July 31st. I'm not showing the complete year for the
Yeah,
2024.
that's what we need. Is there a way to show that?
I don't know.
I'm only seeing 75,000 for 2025.
Yeah,
The end of June.
that's how much that we, as of the end of June spreadsheet that came out for Live Nation, that's what it was showing.
Should be on the star report, shouldn't it, Mandy?
Do you guys get one for Sheriff's Department?
I just look at the one online. This is one I look at.
One moment.
You used to send them to us.
Shh.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, 2025, I only see 5,600. Is that just
What?
when you guys bill for this?
It gets billed every concert.
Well, this was
Is this
as of
the
September. Well, this was October. This is the expenses related to Live Nation.
Well, yeah, the last,
Oh, because these get journaled, don't they?
yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that's why.
Can Donna provide you that data?
Of how much we spent in overtime for Live Nation.
Yeah, or what she's paid out to.
Where
what
she's invoiced?
Received.
You about invoiced? Is that what you're talking about? What she has sent out for invoice to Live Nation?
To get the most updated.
Well, I would imagine that Mandy probably has the most updated, considering it all. Everything that Donna does gets sent up to them.
Say what? I can get 2024s, but what I have for 2025 is not up to date. Because those journals, those reallocations of expenses to overtime have probably not occurred. Or maybe, I don't know. If Amanda's been trained to do them now, so she's been doing some of them. But I don't know what the heck? If I could get into GP.
Rob, sorry, did you want to know that for 2024 and 2025, or did you just?
No, I'm just kind of like I was scrolling through the lines, and it's just hard to. It'd be nice, if you're only receiving 300 grand, it'd be nice to not budget 500. So. And I was looking at that, and then I was looking at 24. I thought 24 was total year actuals,
It's not.
and it's not. So then I was curious why we don't have 24 total.
My guess would be with the number of concerts we had in '24, we were probably well over budget on that one.
I would believe that too. And then 25, I would assume you're under budget. But it's hard to set budget with
When you don't
half
have the
of
numbers.
24 and no 25.
Well, and not knowing what Live Nation's intent is, if we go low and they come in with a lot of concerts, we're gonna come in way over budget. If I go higher, then it gives us more of a safety net, I guess.
I just emailed her, see if she can.
Yeah, well, it looks like you just carried over the 500 from 25 to 26.
Yeah.
Exact same numbers.
Mhm.
Oh, wait a minute.
But Rob, I do see what you're saying is that in 2024 has gone,
And it's
passed and gone, and
over.
so we should
So
have.
we need like 23 actual, 24 actual
Yeah,
to see a trend
that trend.
going into 25. 25 is halfway through concert year. It's not even a third through. So it would be hard to judge on that anyways, but if 23 was okay, 24 was big, 25 you estimated to be down, you could have hit in the middle of the two
Are these going
numbers
to a
to be more
different
accurate.
code?
So interesting, so I'm looking at the PDF of expenses for the sheriff in 2024, and that overtime line for Live Nation, which is 1204 or 1205, they had appropriated 350,000, but it said year-to-date expenditures were 638,000.
Were we netting it?
2.3%.
Are you saying what we're spending? Are we getting it back
Well,
in
no,
our tracks?
that's just,
Yeah.
that's what.
I guess you'd go in, if you went into Revelation 2024 and
It's
look.
published from probably last year.
This is the 2024
Well-
Yeah,
December's.
problem is what we're working off of
Where's
isn't
the,
matching
Right.
that.
I just asked Donna to send me what the invoice was for 2024, so.
um, 52120. Okay, I had the wrong code. 52120, wait. Five two one two zero one two zero. Okay. So to date, 2025 is up to almost 380,000. And 2024 was 640,000. Six, 294.
Same was highlighted on, that's the published expense sheet for 2024. Live Nation overtime.
Okay,
That's what's on our public website.
Yeah, it's just hard because that's
Yeah.
just one line, you know?
Yeah.
Like you're trying to judge if we adopt a budget based on numbers that are current for 2 years in a row.
so I've updated those for Live Nation. And that tracks about half the concerts, half the amount of revenue and expenses.
Hey, Mandy, can you send me the link for that spreadsheet? The one I have is our working copy. It's not updating.
Yes,
Just
sir.
if you wouldn't mind.
I sure can. I bet you want one too, Gary, don't you?
But I'm updating mine as I go.
Oh, well, that seems silly. Does Coates need it or no?
You might as well send it to him. Yeah, thank you.
And it is sent to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Having those 24 numbers in there now, do you still want the invoice amount from Donna? I don't know if it's probably not necessary now that Mandy's got it in there. I can still get it. It's coming. I asked Donna
No,
for it.
not
So.
for that one. Tom pulled it up too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Did it reflect on what you brought up? I was just doing
Well,
some
what I
searching.
did,
more
I think-
numbers.
I think what makes it hard is, it would be good, I don't know if this is possible, it'd be good to have those 2024 actuals updated in there, so we actually had them, and then just brought this back so that they could see it, you know?
Mhm.
Have to do it during the budget workshop, you know, later on this afternoon.
Mhm.
Because I think it's tough, I think to Rob's point, I think it's tough to see that and understand what you're approving. He's just trying to engage the budget.
Sure.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Am I articulating that well?
Yeah.
So,
It makes sense.
Yeah, I
what you're saying.
assume Kevin is having the same issue. I assume you're having the same issue. Probably all of us.
so I went to the intranet, to the accounting site, and then went to 2024, what's published on our public website.
Yeah.
And that's confusing, Mandy, because that doesn't even match what you put in the 640,000. And maybe there was some carryover into like January 2025. But on the 2024 expense sheet that's published, it's 638. Not that it's a small hill of beans, right? $2,000 difference, but
Could have been a correction.
maybe.
I'm not sure without diving into it.
Hard to do budgets on either side of the table, right, when we don't have, when the numbers are.
Yeah, we haven't had 2024 numbers to date for any of them. They were supposed to come in with Tyler. And since it's not in Tyler, we don't have that full year. Because the spreadsheet was used in lieu of that. So it wasn't meant to be the full comparative analysis.
Is the 2024 actuals in Tyler then?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Amanda, I don't think I followed that.
The spreadsheet wasn't supposed to be used. We're just using it because I didn't get the numbers into Tyler. The 2024 actors to date are in Tyler. So that's why these spreadsheets weren't up to date. This is just based off what it was last year when it was used, which didn't have full 2024 data.
Can you extract that data from Tyler?
I could extract it from GP but to update 50 accounts or 50 spreadsheets wouldn't take a few minutes.
I think we're just talking about the sheriff's one here.
If you just want the sheriff's updated, then I can do that yeah. I don't know exactly how long, but I can do that.
You just need something actual to base the budget decisions on. I mean, I don't care if it's Tyler, I don't care if it's this, but it's neither, so then that's an issue.
Does Live Nation, do they update you as far as what their plans are for the year, or do they?
They have an idea. We meet several times a year. They have, of course, projections as well in their company, but they're projecting that this 26 year to be very similar to the 24 year.
Usually after the first of the year is when they'll call a meeting after everybody's back in the area and they're opening things back up. And they'll let us know what their concert schedule looks like for the coming year.
You guys won one for. I'm just kidding. Gosh.
Deputy Record? Deputy Record?
Is that
Thank you.
caramel?
It's a pumpkin
Pumpkin spice.
spice cupcake. Mini.
Very good.
I guess I'll take 6.
Your stomach must be
You're
feeling
so
good.
No,
basic.
dude, it would all
You're
come
so
out.
basic, Rob.
No. Yeah.
Did you all?
Calories don't count.
'Cause I'm gonna keep them.
Yeah. Are we do this like all in one bite? We've been taught.
Yeah.
So,
Hold on, let's film you.
No, you're supposed to cut it in half and then put the bottom on the top. You seen that video? Mm-hmm.
I have done this,
Put it in France and eat your cupcakes or whatever.
not through NACO.
That's it.
Is there any other questions on the sheriff expenses side?
They're not gonna know because 2024 data.
Well-
I mean, we
I'm
have to
trying.
work off some data, Mandy. You don't have data anywhere for us to work off yet. We're going to adopt a budget based on what, a guess? I mean, I understand the sarcasm, but at the same time, you're not producing numbers that we can count on. So, I mean, if this was just my company, we would have recessed, you would have worked on it, we would have got back together tomorrow, so. I'm not really sure how we go forward from here, because that's just one, you're in one section.
I should have it in about 5 minutes.
Oh, that's something I wanted to lift. Thanks for grabbing it. I'm allergic to the right ones.
You're right.
Well, I'm making barbecue.
Okay, this is Cindy. I took a little leave there. I am back.
Hi, Cindy.
hi Cindy.
Hello.
Cindy, just so you know, Decorah stole your chair.
Well, that's totally fine. I feel like the biggest flake, but it has just been a week that I just This was not prepared for.
Yes.
We
Very,
understand.
very understandable.
Do we wanna just break early maybe for lunch? We give Mandy some time to do this and then.
I'm done. I'm just totaling it. It is now the blue column. What happened to Live Nation?
Keep going down. Oh, it was just there.
Oh, right here. Okay, yeah. All right, got it.
If you're at 379 in the end of June, you're probably gonna be over again for 2025, huh?
Should be really close to it. Yeah, should be really close to it.
It's probably hard to average that, right? Because you got a concert season, so it's not like you can divide by 12 and.
Yeah, our last one.
The
yeah.
379's as of October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's probably as of October, that's probably not Live Nation's money coming in yet from, I would say, like Labor Day weekend.
No,
From
that
Dave
would
Matthews.
be the expenses though. That should be payroll to date.
Yeah, payroll, overtime wise that we've paid, I guess should be probably accurate.
Yeah.
But, and which I guess the revenue is gonna be the same, so, if it says of October.
Yeah, it's probably hard to predict that when you don't know what they're gonna do.
Well, it's very true, yeah. All you can go by is kind of what their predictions are. And of course, you're at the whim of artists if they decide to cancel, or somebody wants to add a vacancy, or
Like in 2024, they added,
there were quite a few.
usually Labor Day is the last concert, and it's always Dave Matthews. 2024, they pulled a Luke Combs concert out of nowhere, which ended up being one of their highest grossing concerts of the entire year.
Happened to us at fair, a week before fair, our headliner.
Yeah,
canceled.
exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those things happen. You just have to do the best you can to estimate. I mean,
Okay.
I think honestly, I think 500 is a safe estimate. It'll probably be high in 26, higher than 500, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, could we estimate 600,000 and be probably closer? Probably.
Yeah.
But you request 600 on the expense, you're estimating 600 on the revenue, so it's still a wash. It's money in, money out, or actually money out, money in, I guess I would say.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even really what you I guess it doesn't really matter if you go with 500 or 600,000. It's still, the number isn't the
They're still
number.
paying for it.
Exactly, yeah. And we're still getting reimbursed dollar for dollar, so.
Right.
After this expense budget, what were the next two that we had to?
E-share and vessel registration and INET. So there's three.
I'm good with that. I think we're.
They should all go pretty quickly, quite frankly.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be
They're
very long.
all pretty small.
Not a commissioner, I'm just trying to move it along.
No, I'm good with that.
You wanna do,
These guys have better things to do, I'm sure.
Which one would you like to do next, Kevin?
I think we're on the e-share next.
Okay.
The 107 account.
Or is it?
I got 109, I got 107.
Did we do what for one?
I don't see it in your spreadsheet here.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
It's not in that one.
We may have missed that one.
Let me go, you can move on to Vessel or INET, and I will
Okay.
get 107 up to
New 109, that's kind of the next one in line there.
Yep. So if we move on to 109, one of the major differences, well, not major, but one of the differences we're going to see in the 109 is, so the Burn JAG grant got converted over to, Commerce had been managing it, and Commerce allocated funds to different directions. So INET will not be getting any Burn JAG grant funds in 2026. See, and that was.
What tab are you on? I'm sorry.
What was that?
What tab are you on her
And that's
screen?
what I was just trying to find that, the INET
The
revenue
109.
tab. So I don't, 109 should be right behind the jail, 115.
Okay,
So then you can go to the summary tab, and then I went through, I was at the
yeah,
expense tab
okay,
is
thank
where
you.
I was at, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Craig,
I'm not seeing the historical information on the burn jag though, forfeiture revenue. Unless it's somewhere else, I'm maybe I'm missing it somewhere else. Just to show that reduction.
The burn jag is, which one is that? I think that's the,
It used to say burn jag in the budget line item.
yeah, it hasn't said burn jag for them.
Oh, it hasn't?
No. I'm trying to remember. I think it's the 6,000 one.
Where are we right now? I'm sorry.
109. Yeah, it's the INET forfeiture account.
Gotcha.
That's E-Red. Yeah, I think it's that Department of Justice forfeiture.
Line 12?
Yeah.
We should have got some in 24 and 25. It was more than 10 grand that we got in 25. It was more than that. Or projected, excuse me. Projected should have been way more than that. Shouldn't it?
No, I don't think so. But I see what you're talking about. Yeah, that does seem off.
Shouldn't have. There should be historical information on there. It should have the line item, but nothing, but no projected revenue. I mean, if it's consistent with the other one, sure. So like if I go to, let's see, let's search here. Let's go. That's 'cause it's in a-
Do you wanna recess for a few minutes or? Hang on, what do you wanna do?
Only have 10 minutes.
We want to move on to vessel registration. $142.
Which one are you going to, Gary?
Looks like Mandy might have 107 up here.
Seven.
109. We're working on 109.
What's that? Are you on 109, Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay, so 109, like I had said, we're not gonna be receiving any burn JAG funding in 2026.
Yeah. So
There's not a whole lot of changes. I left things pretty much status quo. Oh, that's revenue. That's why I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Unless the board has any questions, there's not a whole lot in differences that I'm applying for 2026. I think it is down to asking for a decrease from previous year's budget from 197 to 122.5.
About 75,000.
Yeah.
Or actually, that's almost 38%.
Yeah, a reduction of 38% in the 109 budget.
Repairs and maintenance, that one's higher.
Which one is that?
Repairs and maintenance.
Yeah, from 5 to 10. 25.
Oh, yeah.
Expense.
So for that one, when I sat down with the INET task force, I bumped that one up there to make or give a little bit of room for when INET moves out of that building, for any maintenance that we may have to perform on that building before we turn it back over at the end of the lease. I know they're getting a pretty good deal as it is. We ended up putting a mini split in there, but they're gonna get I think probably a better building than we received, but.
They called me and asked me to redo all the drainage in the parking lot.
The building owner said?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know what the lease agreement was on that building. It was before my time here, so I don't know what we were responsible for. I'm sure.
So
Yeah.
I've been looking into that lease agreement. When the time is right, I think it's gonna be kind of a balancing act between maybe you and I. I will have the appropriate letter drawn up and sent to the property owner to give them notification. I don't see any financial penalty in the lease agreement. It's just we have to give, I think, 6 months notice. And I think we're gonna be coming up on that 6 months here pretty soon. But if you're curious, I have the copy of the lease agreement stuck to the whiteboard in my office to take a look at it, and a note to remind me to contact Barbara or somebody else in the civil department, have a letter drafted and forwarded off to them.
Been there for quite a while.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
that's part of what my thinking is for that as well was I want to turn over a building back to them that does not, because that building is keyed to the same doors. It's like the outside door here at the sheriff's office. We're going to have to change all of that stuff out before we turn it on. I just wanted to give us some wiggle room moving into this new building. We can get out of there clean.
So it doesn't look like the 142 accounts much, there's not much there either.
No, it's pretty small.
You get a new boat this year or last year?
This year.
Yeah, just got it this year.
Yeah, just
Nice boat too.
Have you seen it? Yeah. Yeah, it's up getting all of its stripes to make it legal. Our intention was to have it ready for this winter in case we have any kind of emergencies that we need to go out onto the water for.
You guys do that on the river quite often, or?
River and Banks Lake seems to be the two times for the winter time that we need to bring the boats out most of the time. Every now and then you'll get the occasional emergency out on Moses. Rarely, if ever, Billy Clapp, but Banks in the river primarily.
That was the last one we needed to look at, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Esher.
Oh,
107, yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you want to budget there?
So when we met on this 107, I thought you were going to put in a training and a few other line items.
I think they are in there. I just don't think there's been any activity. Oh, right, it's right here. So we transferred in 110,000, right?
Right.
Yeah. And then
Where's the 107? I don't see.
It's not on that spreadsheet.
it should be there on a live one. It's just called revenues and expenses right now. The tab hasn't been updated.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yep.
But yeah, so what do you need into?
Do you see it, Kevin? It's just after 114. It says revenue and expenses. It just 107 has not been put on there yet.
I have.
She's building it now.
Okay, I see.
So you want to use it for training?
Yeah.
This is a new account.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this account was built in 2020. Actually, I think we opened it, or we created it in 2024 because of some new changes to the law that required all funds that we received from like the FBI. And in this case, that's what this is. This is all stemming, the 110,000 is stemming from a case out of Spokane. They can't be commingled funds anymore. So we had to remove funds out of the 109 and put them into a separate account.
So we're not adding, you're just moving.
Yes.
Separating.
Yeah. It's a relatively new account that was created towards the end of 2024.
So it's a new fund, but it's not a new allocation.
Right.
It's not correct.
Yeah. Just start with like
I think with that,
10,000.
we could probably move to lunch, since that's just gonna get built, it'll be where it is. You know, so it's up to you.
Yeah, I would agree, Kevin.
Yeah, because it was
I
in.
agree before.
Then will we, I go into deposition at 1 PM, so do we want to cut the 2 following budgets?
I have not,
I think we need to.
I suppose we can kind of.
Barb will put that forward for one of the open afternoons. Caitlin and Barb are working on it, I believe.
And we'll come back for.
You'll be back for a 2:30 meeting for commissioners meeting. Good.
So yeah, so the coroner's office and juvenile will be moved, and then we'll be back for consent.
Yep.
Are you moving it just so I can get those expenses in there for 2024? Because I can get them in there before 1 o'clock.
Well, I think we're moving because
We're moving it because I have deposition and other unforeseen
Oh.
circumstances, so we can just move it to one of the afternoons, it'll be all right. So we're going to recess until 2:30 when we are back with our weekly commissioner meeting. Good afternoon, it is 2:30 PM and we're here for our weekly commissioners meeting. I will now call the meeting to order and begin with an open forum for public input, 3 minutes per person, 15-minute time limit. We have no attendees in the room. I see that Carrie Stockton and New Hope are online. Do either have public comment?
Carrie does not have public comment. She's just online in case you guys had any questions about her items on consent. New Hope, I've given you the ability to unmute if you have any public comment.
No comment, I'm just listening.
Great to have you, Alice.
Thanks.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to close the public comment or approve the agenda.
I move that we approve the agenda.
I second, and a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes to approve the agenda as presented. Do we have any correspondence, emails, letters of support that need our attention?
I do not.
Nothing for you, Mr. Gaines? All right. Then we will move on to roundtable discussion. Any items for roundtable today?
Just a reminder that the auditor's office budget meeting has been rescheduled to next Monday, as well as the coroner's office and juvenile court.
Great. I didn't think I could power through anymore, since I just closed the public comment. And then we're back tomorrow at 8:30 for development services. Okay, so I'll entertain a motion for the consent agenda.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we approve the items 1 through 15 on the consent agenda.
I will second, motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes to approve consent agenda items 1 through 15 as presented. Please put down that Commissioner Carter is excused today.
You want to take it to that end of the table?
Wherever you want to go, Barb.
Let's go over there.
Okay.
I'll sit down here. AP badge. Oh, there it is. I'm like, oh, gosh. Okay. Non-objection, or
What's the date?
4th. This is a support letter for the Columbia Basin. I think you have to, did I forget to? Sure did. You know what? There is not a sign here sticker on any of these.
Oh. Caitlin must have done this batch.
That's a negative. That has Barb all over it. Okay, minutes from October 13th. Very much so. Yeah, in the very back page, I'll have a signature spot. October 20th minutes, double signature, please. County resolution for the reappointment of Jim Mitchell to the library board, representing Douglas County. Housing Authority, CHG. For July. Housing Authority, CHG for August. Are you putting the, you're not putting the dates on those?
No. Forgetting what day it is. So.
CHG Housing Authority for September. Oh, that was a laugh, Tom.
Oh, sounds like a sneeze.
An outburst.
I remember that.
From Rob.
From you about me. You're like, this guy doesn't know what a date.
Okay.
My brain's like
I
going.
have my watch on. I remember.
You're saying that now would be a bad time to ask you questions about LTAC?
Yeah, probably.
ARPA request from Big Bend Community College.
It's a long week too.
ARPA request for the Boys and Girls Club.
From Renew.
Yes.
Hey, Johnny,
Renew.
I'll come up and get it. I'll come up and get them in just a little bit. All right, thanks, John.
A lot of furniture.
That's a ton of furniture. A house worth.
That's like a
Over,
huge.
so at the jail.
I gotta go to the warden drop box tonight.
Oh my God.
Felt good when I volunteered for that. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna make you go. Cause you've always, I've always helped you pound in the signs.
That was for not an election. That was for something else.
Planning.
If I didn't have a hair appointment and dinner plans, my dinner plans should be over by 7.
Well, here in luck. Ballot box closes at 8.
Oh. I could do
Barb's
that.
like, bedtime is 7:30.
That is all, folks.
All right. Well, the time is 2:37 p.m. and we will adjourn our weekly commissioner meeting.
Nice. Thank you for keeping them in order, sir. Yes, thank you. Date
Fast.
sign.